Good morning. This is Pastor Chad Bailey of the Slippery Rock Baptist Church in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, coming to you on the Higher Grounds podcast with a morning minute meditation. My thoughts come out of Psalm 19 and verse number 14 this morning, where David said, "Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight." I'm interested especially in the two words, be acceptable. It appears that there are some things that are acceptable to God, and also there are some things that are unacceptable to God. When a sacrifice was brought in the Old Testament, the priest examined it to see if it was without blemish and without spot. And if it was acceptable, it was made for a sacrifice. In the book of Malachi, they were bringing the blind and the lame and the halt, and God would not accept their sacrifice. The principle is made clear. Some things are acceptable, some things are not acceptable. David said the two things that I'm most interested in are the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart being acceptable to God. So first of all, we consider an acceptable conversation, our words. Are your words acceptable to God? You know, Proverbs chapter number 10 and verse number 32 said, "The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked speaketh frowardness." Is what you say, the words of your mouth, acceptable to God? It is not just an acceptable conversation that God is interested in, but it is also acceptable contemplation. The meditation of my heart is to be acceptable to the Lord. The very nature of all that we say rises out of what we think. And so if we are acceptable in the thoughts of our heart, we will also become acceptable in the words of our mouth. Hope you have a great day in the Lord, and I'm praying that our words and our thoughts will be acceptable before Him today.